What's up, guys? It's Other Jesus, and I'm back with another Halo 5 beta video for you. It's week 3 of the beta today, and so technically this is kind of my week 2 review. But in this video, we're going to pretty much focus on the Spartan abilities. But in week 2, 343 added 2 Slayer maps, Regret and Eden, plus they added a new highly addictive game type called Breakout, which is essentially like a Counter-Strike search and destroy. And with this new game mode, brought 2 new maps, Crossfire and Trench. The 2 new Slayer maps were remixes of Regret and Empire, and they were both equally as good, if not better, than their quote-unquote originals. Crossfire and Trench use the same battle grid setting, kind of looks like Tron, and I love it. Especially I love that effect where it follows the footsteps, so you can actually see your enemy's footsteps run around the corner. It's so cool. So those 2 maps are kind of remixes of each other. Crossfire is essentially a paintball slash speedball arena, while Trench is more of a traditional symmetrical Halo map. I'm loving all of the maps so far in the beta. And I personally find Breakout highly addictive, extremely fun, and competitive. I love to see how Breakout plays on larger maps, or rather just all the maps that have been in the beta so far. And I hope that 343 adds a few more maps to the Breakout rotation in the final few days. Week 3 also brought a new game type today called Stronghold, which is basically like domination from Battlefield, where you capture 2 of 3 bases to earn points, and the first to 100 points wins. I played some of it today, and it was a lot of fun. Definitely something you want to have a full team to roll with for full domination. 343 also added Pegasus, a new Forge map to the Slayer rotation today, but as of this video, I have yet to play it. So in the week 3 review next week, look forward to some footage from that and a review of the map as well. But for this video, as I said, we're going to talk about the Spartan abilities, which are essentially, it's the fair start system that's in Halo 5. Fair starts, equal starts. They replace loadouts and armor abilities of Halo Reach and Halo 4. You guys know I'm loving the Halo 5 beta, and it's the best Halo since Halo 2 in my opinion. So let's switch gears here and talk about the Spartan abilities, because there seems to be so much controversy around the Spartan abilities. Personally, I love all of them, and I feel like 343 went to great lengths to balance them, make them fun, while also maintaining the Halo experience by not getting in the way of strategy and shooting mechanics. Sprint has been beautifully balanced by not allowing your shields to recharge until you stop sprinting. This means that if you dodge a battle, you can't keep running away or you will never recover your shields. Another great touch to this is that if you stop sprinting to let them recharge, but then you start sprinting again before your shields start to recharge, it will reset your recharge timer. And so it's worth noting that you actually have a shield recharge timer. It's a very thin bar above your shield bar. I think this shield recharge meter is an awesome addition overall. And let's face it, guys, you can't have a game without sprint in 2014. If all the tryhards and crybabies, they want to complain about it and they want a slow-paced game, just have your own custom games. I'm sure they're going to give you an option to turn off sprint, alright? Or just don't sprint for that matter. Okay? If you watch most of my gameplay, I'm not really sprinting that much. Some games more than others. I'll sprint a little more than other games, but for the most part, I'm not really sprinting. Go figure. Who would have thought? Alright, little side rant there. Next we have Smart Link, which allows all weapons to be able to scope in or aim down sights or ADS. I've been wanting this in Halo since Halo 2. So I'm really excited 343 finally went balls out and added it. It truly enhances the gameplay, and it makes the game feel next gen without really adding anything new. And this is just another one of those things where, you know, try-hard crybabies just can't let it go, because they can't accept the fact that somebody might kill them with the assault rifle, or somebody might kill them with an SMG, because in their nostalgic world, the only weapon you can use is the battle rifle, and they're living in the past, and frankly, they're just getting owned, and they're crying about it. That's all there is to it. You don't like it? Too bad. Leave a comment. Suck it. Alright, let's move on. You saw me right there trying to do the ground pounds. Now we have the ground pound, which despite wannabe pros, again, crying about it, it's actually not that easy to use. It's pretty easy to dodge, and it comes at a price when you do try to use it because you're leaving yourself wildly exposed. If someone is trying to ground pound you, if you're a player with great awareness or decent awareness, I actually landed one right there. Boom, ground pound, buddy. As I was saying, if you've got decent awareness, you'll be able to hear the audio cue of an enemy hovering in the air, thus making it quite easy to shoot your opponent or dodge the pound with your thrusters, or just run away. I've only gotten one kill with it, and I think that was it. Maybe I've gotten two. And it's not even something I find myself using all the time, because mostly it seems to cost me my life when I try it, but sometimes I just try it for fun. It gives the enemy a point in Slayer most of the time. I feel like I'm just giving them a point because I'll fail on the ground pound. I've been trying to make myself use it more though, at the very least just to get used to having it in my bag of tricks. One of my favorites is the Spartan charge. I'm not really a close quarters beatdown kind of player, but I seriously can't resist the Spartan charge. To execute a kill with this, you must be sprinting at full speed ahead, kind of the wind in your hair sound, and then you hit your melee button. You dash forward, and if you hit an enemy player close enough, you'll destroy them. This is super deadly if you're using the sword, so keep it in mind. It's just too much fun. And while sprinting at top speed, you can click in your crouch button, and you will execute a slide. Perfect for hiding behind cover when in a pinch, or dodging that headshot if someone's trying to get you with a BR or sniper. And speaking of hiding behind cover, probably my favorite Spartan ability is the dash or evade. It's called the Thruster Pack. This gives you the ability to quickly evade a nade or dash around a corner and surprise an opponent. You can do this at any angle and while in the air too. If you ever played Titanfall, then this will be very familiar to you, as it's very similar to the dash when you're in your Titan. This also ties in with the stabilizer option where you jump off a ledge. You can hover in the air for a short amount of time. I've heard some complaints about this because it's tied to your scope button or your scope trigger if you're using default, because there are a lot of players who do jump shots in Halo. But if players would just stop complaining long enough to look through the menu options in the Halo 5 beta, they would find that you can toggle this feature, much like a few other features as well, to make it play just like the previous Halos they're used to. And speaking of Titanfall, one of the biggest surprises for me and the most welcome Spartan ability, in my opinion, is the Clamber. I frankly don't care if 343 looked at Titanfall and said, "Whoa, that's awesome," because it is awesome. I'm so tired of trying to make a jump and my Spartan's face smashes into a wall and slides down. Now, the only legitimate complaint that I've heard about the Clamber is that you can't make those classic Halo trick jumps anymore. And while I can see the nostalgia of those classic trick jumps, that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be some sweet new generation trick jumps and unique routes or techniques. Clamber allows you to pull yourself up a ledge just like in Titanfall. Can't say enough how much I love this, and makes the game feel next generation to me. And that wraps it up for this video, you guys. I'm gonna head out, sign off here. I'm gonna go play some more Halo 5 beta, rock some Breakout, check out that new game type Stronghold, check out the new Forge map, and I'll be back in a few days with another Halo video for you guys. And until then, if you guys made it this far in the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time. It's Other Jesus. I'm out. Sleep well.